All right, Spencer Lewis here for Inside Track TV. We're at Flamboro Speedway for the Gold Rush 100, the inaugural running of the big pro late model show out here, and I'm standing with the future of the late model division, turning a lot of heads this year. Second generation driver, none other than Dale Shaw. And Dale, you've been having a phenomenal season, my friend. We spoke earlier on this year. You said that it was going to be all about learning in 2012. Did you ever think you'd be having this kind of campaign?
Well, the start of the year was actually pretty good. We started off well, and even in testing, like the last time we talked, and it's just gotten better and better from there. And we've actually had a lot of success with the Grisdale Championship, and now hopefully a good night tonight.
I mean, this place can be so unforgiving for the most veteran of drivers. How tough did you find it coming up to speed with the rest of this division?
Well, the one thing I found is it's easy to lead a race here. The hardest part is to start at the back and go through the field. And at the beginning of the year, I had a rough start, and that got me out front. But now that I'm starting farther and farther back, you're really learning what it's like to race a late model.
Now, I know that you have a different power plant than what some of these other guys in this division are running. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we run the 602 crate motor, so we're down about 50 horsepower from all the other late models. So we get a 50-pound weight brake, I believe, or 100-pound weight brake. And yeah, so it's just a little different thing. It's good because we can travel with this car and we can go to any track in Southern Ontario, whereas with the pro late models, they're kind of limited. So yeah, it's something cool to try for Shaw Motorsports, and we thought it'd be a good thing to do this year.
I mean, for you being a bit of a pioneer for this engine package in this class, has there been interest shown amongst your competitors that maybe this might be where the future of this class is headed? I've
had my dad tell me he wants to go and buy a 602 crate motor this off season now. Yeah, there's been a lot of interest, a lot of heads been turned around to see how good these motors are, and because they are so much cheaper, and we haven't had any problems with durability or anything like that like we expected. So yeah, a lot of heads have been turned.
Now, you've been through the Grisdale Triple Crown, came in with third in points, which is, I mean, for a rookie here, that is phenomenal. That's just unheard of to have that kind of result. So you know how to get it done in big race situations, but would you consider this to be the biggest, most pressure-filled event that you've been a part of so far?
Yeah, the Oktoberfest last year was it was up there, starting on the pole for that race. But yeah, this is a big race. Kenny Wallace is here, the best drivers in Southern Ontario, the best pro late models, limited late models. You can't beat this race. There's over 30 cars in the pits here. Some of the drivers that have been racing for 30 years, it's up there. It's probably one of the most prestige races in my books in Southern Ontario this year.
What kind of strategy is it going to use to get to victory lane this afternoon?
You know what, it's funny because if you qualify on the pole, the top driver that chooses to go to the back has a shot at 10 grand to win the race. And me and my dad were talking about if we would choose to go to the back, and I said I'm going to the back no matter what. It is going to be a mess these first couple laps, and I just hope we make it through the first couple. This car has been really good this year in the long races, so hopefully we can just save our tires and be there at the end.
Now, you've had a huge season. I know that your dad must be immensely proud of what you've been able to do, and I know that none of this is possible without the proper support, so go ahead and thank some people for me.
Well, I got the greatest dad in the world, that's for sure. But yeah, I'd like to thank Root Trusses and Components, JS Construction, Waverdale Fleet Service, Fleet Image, Gunk, Plastico, Lucas Oil, Sam Esther, family, everybody else who's turned wrenches on this car. This has been a big year for Shaw Motorsports, and hopefully bigger and better things to come.
There you go, folks, live here from the Flamboro Gold Rush 100. Remember the name. He's been tearing some heads, having a phenomenal season so far. Driver the number 83 machine, it's Dale Shaw.